Y'all, we're going to have to talk about Kody's nephew. Today, he is talking about how the women choosing this faith really isn't their choice to begin with, which I thought was an interesting thing. And I do think it applies to people in their everyday life.
And so that makes it really difficult to take the claims of the wives that they're choosing this lifestyle seriously. Not because I don't think that they were the ones making those choices, but the programming in their minds that got them to the point where they made those choices, they didn't choose that programming. Both Christine and Mary are born in Mormon polygamy. And so their entire world is Mormon polygamy. They're told from very young age, like little girls, hey, look at how great polygamy is. Look how awesome this is. Look how much support you have. Look how great it is to have sister wives. All of this brainwashing is taking place that then when they choose to do it as adults of 18 or 19, it's difficult to call that choice.
Which she basically said, the thing is, yes, the whole thing with, was it the women being in this religion and it being their choice, it's really not their choice. He said what he thought was very interesting with the season 1, episode 1 was that, it's always men talking about this is the women's choice. Kody talking about how, Mary is in charge and she chose to find Robin. Christine chose this life and she loves to be a stay-at-home mom. Janelle chose this life because she is a working mom and all this stuff, and she enjoys the life that she's living. It's not, it's always the men speaking for the women, but not necessarily the women speaking for themselves. And he says even the women speak for themselves, it's not necessarily true, because from the beginning, like from when you're 1, 2, or 3 years old, you're kind of groomed to believe. You're told over and over that polygamy is this amazing lifestyle. You're taught with these doctrines. You're teaching, you're learning these practices. You're growing up with people who are in this lifestyle. It's just what you know. So it really isn't your choice because it's something that you've grown up with. But had you had the information of the bad side of polygamy also, and not just the good side, would you still choose it? He said, as a person who has left the faith and I now understand what true choice is, I don't think these women actually, it's really their choice. It's just what they've been brought up with. And the women are really taught that, 1, you have to suffer in this lifestyle. 2, it's more desirable to marry married men than to marry single men. And he said, even with my sisters, they all grew up and they married married men. And he said it happened with all 3 of my sisters. So I do everything that they chose this. No, I think they just were groomed with this and they had this false narrative of what this lifestyle really is. And I don't think had they known, like now you're seeing some of them actually aren't even in the faith. And I don't think it really...
his sisters.
Well, I think he was talking about the sister wives. Because he sees,
He has a good point. Just because of the fact that none of them are still in the faith. So Mary's he does have a good point of that. Where I will give a little pushback is the fact that Mary had said, first of all, these women all got married. I don't know how old Janelle was, but all of them, with the exception of Robin, with the exception of Robin, I think all got married before that prefrontal cortex of their brain closes. That's the part of the brain that deals with impulses. And when that hasn't closed, you make poor decisions. That's just what I find. So I think all these women got married prior to that, which is it closes sometime. By the time you are like, it closes when you're by the time you're 25. So I put it before you're 26 years old. And I think all of these women got married before each of them was 26, with the exception of Robin. But Mary, it was all their choices. That's where I will do a pushback. Because Mary said that she did not want to be part of the faith, right? However, she saw Kody and said that if this man, she just fell for him, crushed on him, and was like, if this man is decides to have more than one wife, I'm going to be with him just because of how he looked. Because that's all she had to go on. His looks. That's number one.
Well, I mean, this is where I would just say, for your point one,
Okay.
she grew up with a mama who was a bit of a pushover too. So that was kind of indoctrinated in her as well.
Oh, right. So that was indoctrinated in her and whatever. But it was still her choice.
Yeah.
It was still her choice that she had looked at Kody
Said,
and
he's
was
so
like,
fine, I'm share with several.
she had not done any therapy for her to understand and be aware
Yeah.
that how you grow up, you're going to adopt those same, tendencies and things that you have seen, and also things that come down through your bloodline. But once you become aware that that can be possible, then you take the time to think things through, to flesh stuff out before you're making these decisions. Right. And I also feel that you gotta wait until after that prefrontal cortex has closed. So until you're 26 years old, don't be making any decisions to go get married.
Which I'm happy I did not get married at 21 and then had kids. Because now that I'm 26, I realized that there's things that I want for my life.
Well, you're gonna be 26. You still got some time.
I got about 3 weeks.
So don't make any decisions before then.
No. But no, I feel like it's important because my thing is, had I gotten married at 21 or whatever stuff, I probably would not have accomplished all the things that I have accomplished.
Yeah.
And there's still a lot of things that I still have to accomplish. Like, I don't mind getting married after 26. I really don't mind getting married. Actually, my ideal age of getting married would probably be like 27, 29. You know what I'm saying? And then having kids like in my mid 30s. Yeah. But I feel like it's important to have that time to yourself, because when you don't, you feel unfulfilled, and then you feel like your life just becomes kids, and then it's like, well, what was I doing before I had kids? Yeah. So I'm happy I did.
You have to have more than anything, and sometimes people are able to get this done before they're 26, but more than anything, in terms of accomplishment, I want young people, what I want them to accomplish is a sense of self-awareness. Yeah. It's a sense of who they are. Yeah. Those are the accomplishments that I want them to have.
And self-love.
And also
being content,
like working,
being by yourself.
Being content, being happy on your own. Yeah. Like you are in charge of your own happiness. Having that time to do your meditation and learn how to be in the presence and what that means to be in the presence, in God's presence, and also how to be in the present. Yeah. And live your life in the present, not in the past, not in the future, and have that self-love and have that self-forgiveness. When you have that, you're able to, in a relationship, give that to somebody else. Yeah. So and then you're able to discern what's up with that person. You are able to discern if that person does not meet you on that level of self-love, self-forgiveness, self-awareness, having that kindness for others, having that empathy for others, walking the earth, not like walking the earth boisterously, but being humble. Like you're able to see, you will be able to better discern that other person doesn't have that. And then you're able to move on and say, okay, if this person can't meet me where I am mentally and spiritually and emotionally, and I can't waste my time. Yeah. So those are the accomplishments. When we talk about accomplishments, that's what we're talking about. It's not about accomplishing money and education and all this stuff. Well, it's about having that self-education, understanding who you are.
Especially for women, but for men,
also for men.
Oh yeah,
for men.
Yeah, but I feel like with men, there's another important aspect.
Oh,
finances. You should not be in no relationship looking for no woman if you don't have finances.
Yeah, women also should have their finances.
I also think that women should have their financial health together. At this life. I feel like it's always important to have your own finances, because
And
also
let no one go out there taking advantage of you and let you not be out there being desperate.
even if you're a house mom, like, and even you see Nara when she's a house mom, but she making bank on her TikTok and on her YouTube or whatever. She making money doing housewife activities.
Oh, she's not modeling anymore?
I think she does model
does
time to
model
time, but she
sometimes.
just had a baby, so I doubt she was modeling while she had the child. Like, this is the third child. She's 22.
Yeah.
Shocked she's 22.
Wow.
But yeah, so I think that's very important. So all of those things need to be in place before I think you're getting with somebody.
Yeah.
You know? And
So, go ahead.
But yeah, I think
But
that's all we
going
have to
back to the thing, so I feel as though Mary made that decision because she was crushing on Kody. I feel like Janelle has always been, she has been like this woman who wants to work,
Yeah.
a career woman, right? But she also wants to have children because she had 6. And so she wants to have children, but not necessarily do the day-to-day, right, with the children. You know what I'm saying? And so this life afforded her that. And so that's why she liked it. So I feel like
Because
that
even
was
outside of
Janelle's.
it, she's still conflicted with if she's being a religion or not. Like, she hasn't just like absconded from it like Christine.
Exactly, she hasn't. So for her, she likes the religion, she likes what it says, something calls her to that, right? But at the same time, I feel as though for Janelle, this was her choice. And if she was young again, she will make the same choice. Because she wants to have, because she used to say, this is the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
You know, I can have my career, have my children, but not necessarily have to do the day-to-day taking care of the kids as they're growing up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, she does spend time with them, do the outdoor things and whatever, and enjoy them. But, you know, so I feel as though it was Janelle's choice. I feel like with Robin, it was definitely her choice.
Oh, for sure.
She wanted this. She knew exactly what she wanted. So I feel as though it was Robin's choice. With Christine, I feel like she grew up in this lifestyle.
She did grow
She's
up.
the only one who I will say she grew up in this lifestyle. She had sat back and said, you know something, I think I need to be a third wife. She will be the only one I will say, kind of her whole family brought her to the stage that she was in. To actually want to now be with Kody. She's the only one that I will say I will agree with what this guy is saying. But all the other 3 wives, I will say wasn't their choice. What do you think?
Yeah, that's a good talking point. So y'all drop a comment down below. Let's really get into it, you all.
Give a thumbs up.
Yes, you all. Please comment down below. Share with a friend.
Subscribe.
Yes, subscribe. But we love you all. We'll see you guys on the next video.